I'm going to turn this on speaker view because we want those that we hear tonight, we want to see their beautiful faces as we talk tonight. So I just want to welcome all of you to the call tonight. Myself and Jeannie and Whitney and other leaders on the team could not be more happy to bring this call to you guys tonight. We hope that this fills you up, it inspires you, motivates you, and brings you into the season that we are in. This call is all about thankfulness and being grateful. In what? In plexus. As far as us being a plexus family, we're thankful and grateful to be a part of this with each and every one of you. You guys mean the world to us, and we just want to share with you just exactly what this team is made of. We have some wonderful testimonies that are going to be shared with you tonight, both health and financial. And we are going to hear from some very blessed people. So you don't want to hear me talk all night. Let's get started. Let me make sure that our very first speaker is on. The first one that's going to talk tonight is Amanda. Amanda, if you're on the call, can you unmute yourself and get started? Oh. What? I guess Amanda has not logged on. So we are just going to move forward. Kyle, are you there? Let's get started with you. Start talking and sharing with us.
Hey guys. Sorry, that was really quick. I was totally just changing a dirty diaper. So hi everybody. So I'm Kyle. I have been doing plexus for I think like 3.5 months now, maybe 4 months. I haven't really counted. I wasn't really prepared too much for this, so bear with me. So initially my aunt had been messaging me and bugging me about plexus for 3 years, and I never was skeptical about it. I never had any disbelief in it. I was just like, it's not for me. I'm not going to do it. And the reason that I finally chose to do it, mainly it was actually for my fiance, Brandon. He struggles with blood sugar issues. He is a type 2 diabetic, and I can't even count how many times he would get up in the middle of the night to, check his blood sugar. It would dip, it would spike, all sorts of issues. And he would actually have to wake me up. So on top of us having 2 to 4 children at home a night, depending on the night, it was rough. And I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I called my aunt and I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And he actually didn't really believe me and he was skeptical, but he just does what I say. I'm pretty lucky. So, we started in about 2 weeks in. The health part of it was amazing. I actually was able to quit drinking coffee 2 days in, which if you don't know me, I was drinking anywhere from like 4 to 8 shots of espresso a day. It was so gross. Like I try it now and it's disgusting. But for him, he sleeps through the night now, like a rock. Like I'm the one who has to wake up to get the baby if they cry. So it's been amazing. I just feel better. I have more energy. I can actually keep up with my kids. And I'll try to keep this as short as possible. Financially though, that's like a really big one for me because I'm the one who deals with the finances. I work 5 nights a week as a server, and Brandon, he works 5 to 6 10-hour shifts a week. He's a manager for a hotel, and it's amazing, but it's a lot of work. And every single year for, the past 4 years, we've just struggled. This is the first Christmas that we actually looked at each other the other day and we're like, holy cow, we can get the kids all sorts of stuff. They're getting all kinds of crazy things. And it's just amazing because without plexus, we wouldn't be here. Literally 2 weeks ago, the brakes went out on they didn't go out, but they were almost out on one of our vehicles. And, that's an expensive fee. And we were able to pay that. No stress, no big deal, not borrowing money from any family. So, some people, there's some people who, even if it's just like $100 a month that you're making off of it, it's worth it. And I don't think I really realized that when I first signed up for it. I was like, okay, cool, I'll do this. It'll be fun. Do it with my aunt and with Dusty and Jeannie. And it turned into so much more than that. I'm just beyond thankful for everything Plexus has done. It's brought me closer with my aunt, with Dusty and Jeannie, who I never really get to see, but I've literally known them since I was a baby. So that's kind of awesome. Yeah, sorry. I'm like, I feel like I have more to say, but I don't really know where to go. My head's just a jumbled mess right now. But yeah, like health-wise, it's helped us a ton. Financially, we're not, in the negative anymore. There's actually money left over at the end of the month. So it's just been awesome. And I'm so grateful that I had my aunt who never gave up on me. And thank you, Dusty and Jeannie, for everything you guys do as well. And thank you for having me on the call tonight. I'll cut it off there. I don't want to talk too long.
Thank you, Kyle, for sharing. You're such a doll. I just love you to death. Guys, did you know that Kyle was my flower girl in my wedding? Can you believe this teeny tiny little girl that was the flower girl in my wedding is now sharing her amazing testimony with you guys tonight? Isn't that such a blessing? What a blessing for all of us to be able to work with this young lady. So thank you so much for sharing tonight, Kyle. We are going... You're welcome. We are going to move to Amanda. She had a little trouble getting on, but she's here now. So she is going to share her amazing plexus journey with us. You ready, Amanda?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me, Dusty? Okay.
Yes.
So, hi, my name is Amanda Sheely, and I have a big thank you to Casey Graham. She's the one that got me involved in plexus. I kind of stalked her for a few months and asked questions and then didn't talk anymore about it and then asked more questions. And then finally I was like, you know what, I'm going to jump all in because I am one of those women that has issues with their menstrual cycle. And so I'm 43 years old and I was thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm going to get on plexus and try to regulate this craziness that's happening all the time. Either it happens or it doesn't happen or, what's going on. And one of my good friends had a baby a couple of Christmases ago, and they brought the baby over. And let me backtrack real quick. My husband and I got married about 2 years ago, this past October, and we said no more kids. I've got one that's about to graduate from college. We've got one that just turned 10 years old today, so I have a house full of little boys, so I'm going to make this really quick. But anyhow, no babies, right? No more. We're going to be adults and be adult life and da-da-da, whatever. So then my friend had a baby and I held the baby and got like punched in the face with baby fever. And then my husband held the baby and my ovaries were like, oh my God, this is insane. We have to have a baby. We just have to have one. So I go to my doctor and I tell my doctor's like, probably not because you're not having a regular menstrual cycle. So don't hold out for it. Well, I started plexus and then a month after that, we went on vacation in Ohio to see my husband's family, and I ended up bringing back a baby. Kind of cool. He's very cute. He's almost 8 months old now, perfect health. I took plexus my entire pregnancy, healthy baby, healthy pregnancy. Knox, his name is Knox, and he's just too cute. He's just absolutely the most wonderful thing in the world. And another positive thing that happened this week with plexus is my plexus check came in, and it was about $350. And so I got to spend the majority of that on my now 10-year-old. I might cry a little bit. I can't believe he's 10. His birthday, all his little friends are here. They're having such a good time. We had a Nerf gun war, so I had to spend a bunch of money on Nerf guns and little darts and all that kind of stuff. So plexus has not only blessed me with becoming a regular menstrual cycle, but also with a sweet baby. And at my age, that's, not the easiest thing to contend with because, it's tiring. But anyhow, so my plexus testimony is all about having the sweet little baby, and we do have the extra income each month. Things have been really tight since we had the baby. I stopped working. I'm an occupational therapist, so I was making a very good income. but we both decided that, no, we're not going to do the daycare route. I'm going to stay home with him. So finances were really tough. And Plexus each month has been coming like right at the right time, like, oh my gosh, I got to pay for this. What am I going to do? And then I get an email saying, you have a Plexus deposit in your account. So it's been absolutely one of the best things decisions I've ever made. I got my best friend involved with it. She has anxiety. She has depression. And I have not heard her in at least 6 months tell me that she's having anxiety issues. So that's a huge, huge plus for her, because that was debilitating to her. She couldn't function. And so Plexus has, solved that issue for her. So I, like I said, I have to make this real quick because I've got a house full of boys and I've got the baby trying to go to sleep. So anyhow, my Plexus thing is 100% a sweet little baby and the extra income and helping my friends feel better, because that's one of the main things, like the main thing that I am about Plexus is helping people feel better, just like all of us are. So that's mine in a nutshell. I could go on and on for a little while, but I have to get back inside my house before they destroy everything. So that's my testimony. I'm sorry it's so short, but anybody that's on the call that isn't in Plexus, they need to jump on and start feeling better, because it's an amazing thing. And I know it's very quick, but that's about all I got to say in a nutshell.
Thank you, Amanda. And seriously, she's saying that's all she's got to say. Y'all, seriously, that's all? Thank you for blessing us tonight, Amanda. We are so thankful for you, and we are so thankful that Casey introduced you to Plexus.
Yes, I am too. So I have to jump off so I can make sure they don't destroy my house. But y'all have a good call, and everybody have a blessed Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Y'all, now we are going to hear from Mariah. She is a new Plexus ambassador, and she has her story that she's going to share with us. Mariah, are you unmuted and ready to share?
Yeah.
Can you hear her? Can they hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. This is kind of awkward, but basically, I was sick for about 1.5 years. Like, there was just random things happening, and there was no explanation for it. I was passing out. I would fall asleep random times. I couldn't stay awake. I was always in pain. And recently I realized that I was swelling too, because I used to have to like peel my socks off of my feet when I was done at work, and now I don't. Like, I don't have any swelling. But so I ended up going to the hospital this year, and they said I had very low blood sugar and that I was dehydrated, which was weird to me because I drink a lot of water. And then Mom was just like, okay, well, we're getting Plexus. And I had no hope for it because I had no idea what it was or what I was going to be taking, or I just did it because my mom said. And now, like, I have energy. I have not passed out once since I've done it, even on the first day. Nothing. I mean, like, just really amazing results. And it's crazy that I can go to work and have the energy. And it's stupid because I'm 18, so I shouldn't have had any energy problems or not being able to stay awake. And I'm not working long days either, so it's like there was no reason for it. And now I have so much more in the way I mentally think and the way my entire body has changed. And I'm doing the triplex, and that's probably why, but it's seriously the best thing we've ever done.
How much weight have you lost?
And I've lost 18 pounds on it.
In 8 weeks.
In 8 weeks. So it's been super, super awesome for us. That's all I got. So
That's another one. That's all she's got. I mean, seriously, did you hear that list of what that young lady's been going through? Holy cow. And I'm just guessing that you're pretty ecstatic that Mama right there, beautiful Mama, I see the picture, there she is, has introduced you to Plexus, right? Yep. Thank you, young lady, for getting on here and sharing your amazing testimony. Don't make light of that testimony because it's huge.
thank you.
All right, guys, we are going to move forward and listen to my sweet friend Kim. She is going to share her plexus testimony with you.
Hello. I'm very nervous, so excuse me if I babble. You would never guess that I'm a teacher, but I talk to little kids all day, so anyway, I'm very nervous. But I guess I'm very thankful to and grateful to two friends that are in plexus, Nikki Miller and Tammy McGuire. It's kind of a funny story. My husband and I share a lot of the same friends on Facebook, and Nikki, Tammy, and I, and my husband all went to school together here at Paola. And I started seeing Nikki's post about her husband and his back pain, so he started the Slim. At the same time, my husband was seeing them too. He was coming home every day with a lot of back pain. He stands up at work on concrete and steel-toe boots all the time. And so I'm looking at Nikki's post, and he's seeing Nikki's post, and finally, you know, I just tell him maybe he ought to try it. And at the same time, my friend Tammy is also talking to him, and she talks him into becoming an ambassador, and we're actually joined under him, but I think I do a lot of the work. So anyway, we got the triplex, and because of the cost at first, this was last January, I let him take the Slim, and I took the BioCleanse and the probiotic, and I had my issue. His issue was the pain, but my issue was I had a rash on the back of my thighs and rear, and I'd had it for about 6 years. I saw two different doctors. They both told me it was from an overgrowth, in my stomach, a fungal overgrowth somewhere in my body. And then Nikki kind of told me about you, Dusty, and how, you know, it got rid of yours. And so I started taking those products with my husband was taking the Slim. And I mean, probably within a couple of weeks, I noticed this rash had gone away, and I'd had it for 6 years. And then in another couple of months, I'd gone to a meeting at Jody's house, and people were talking about they no longer had problems with their allergies. And that's when it first dawned on me that I had not had to take any allergy medication whatsoever. I hadn't been sick at all. And so that's really when it opened my eyes that it was helping me so much more than I ever thought it was going to help me. And at that time, I guess about April, I'd had for about the last year a lot of neck and shoulder pain, and I was having to go to the chiropractor every week, and he would adjust me. It's the only thing that kept me from having migraines, although I did have them every couple of months, and I had a lot of pain. I couldn't even sit down for very long. So Nikki was like, you know, well, I don't understand why you don't try the Slim. And of course, I told her because of the cost. And she said, well, you should become an ambassador. Anyway, that's what we did. I became an ambassador, and I started taking the Slim, and he started taking the other two products that he hadn't been taking. And I mean, when my shoulder pain was gone, I know within a week, I no longer had to go to the chiropractor, and I've not been back. I don't have headaches. Neither one of us have allergy problems. We've not been sick. I was teasing my principal the other day. I said, I guess I'm going to have to lie if I'm ever going to miss a day of school because I've just not been sick. Anyway, also I've got my kids taking it too, and not any of us. My whole family, all four of us, had to take Claritin every day for years now because of all of our allergy problems and strep throat, and we've got all kinds of problems. But now since we all started taking the triplex, I guess I've gotten a few friends to take it. Matter of fact, I got a text today from a lady that just started last month, and she said, guess what? I've lost 7 pounds. And she'd already told me that her pain was less, so that's awesome to me that I can help somebody. But I guess the financial part of it is that I've been able to not only pay for products for my whole family, but we make a little bit extra every month, and that's really alleviated a lot of stress because I've got a daughter in college, and I've got and my son, he's, you know, in braces, and had to take him to the orthodontist today. He's probably going to have surgery. anyway, it's been a great blessing, and I'm very grateful that Nikki and Tammy posted and talked to us about it. Thanks.
Well, I'm sure thankful that they posted and talked to you about it too, because you and your family have had some really great success with those products. And I will tell you, if you guys are a member of the team pages, Kim and her husband are always in the top 20 PV. They have a great amount of people that they help every single month. They are such a blessing to not only all of us, but to everybody that they've been able to share Plexus with. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
So we are moving from Kim on to Kevin. Kevin is going to share his amazing plexus story with us next.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Kevin, and I had started Plexus about 5 months ago. Before that, I've been into a lot of other stuff, taking some other health products and stuff, trying to lose weight, trying to get off my blood pressure pills, a lot of stuff like that. And I had tried other products, and last May I really started heavy on going to the gym a lot, losing my weight, working, coming home, being tired, still trying to lose weight. It took me about a year to get about 50 pounds off. And then at the gym, I started seeing this Plexus package. And I'd seen it in the past, kind of wondered what it was. And then my wife's cousin, thankfully Sarah Blackwood, had been taking it, and she knew I was trying to lose weight and stuff. So she called me to see if I'd come to the information party. And I was like, it's one of those deals where you have to buy stuff and all that. I didn't want to go, but it got closer that day, and I decided I'd go to it. And then I started listening to Nikki Miller was the one that was doing the information party on it. And I started listening to her on the products, on how things help other people. And I got to thinking there's a lot of stuff that she kept mentioning that I thought I was the only one having problems with, and still trying to lose weight and how it helps losing weight. And then I was told Sarah that I'll check it out later on. We went on vacation. I come back and I called her and said I had to start this. This is something I had to do. So I started on this, and I went over there not expecting to sell it or anything. I went to do the wholesale to get the cheapest price. Started the triplex. With the first couple weeks, I think I dropped about 12 pounds. After I'd already been working hard losing weight, I lost another 12 pounds and started feeling a little better. And I had more energy. I was able to go to the gym in the mornings, able to work. And I come home and run now in evening times. And I've only been on it since June, but it's helped me lose almost 40 pounds now. So I'm down almost 90 pounds since I started my health deal, but 40 pounds on Plexus. And I do a lot of gym stuff and running. I've done some half marathons, keeping my energy going. I take not only a triplex and the vitamins, but I do take the Edge. And I started taking the Edge and going to a lot of the meetings and listening to a lot of the meeting people and all that stuff, and how the Edge helps more than just the energy, helping people be able to be sharper thinking and all that stuff. I started on my boy first of the school year just to see if it helped him out. He has ADHD, and we've had in the past, he's always had to take different medications and stuff like that. And when you're on ADHD and ADD, that a lot of the doctors try to give you the narcotic side of stuff before they can give you stuff that's not narcotics. We fought with that for a while. The school, fighting with the school because he's always interrupting the teachers and all this stuff. But when I started him on this year, just to see what had happened, one of the ladies, the teachers, came to me and asked me, "What's your boy been doing this past summer? Because he's not fidgety. He's not tapping on the desk. He's not interrupting class." And I was like, well, we just started doing some stuff. I didn't want to tell her it was on plexus yet because I was wanting to make sure that that's what it was. And one of the ladies there, she's actually taken plexus, and she goes, "I know he's on plexus." And I was like, "Yeah, he's on plexus edge." I said, "He's not taking anything else but that." And his grades in the past, he's always had problems with like D's and F's and things like that. This year, he came home the first 9 weeks, and he actually had all C's, doing it by himself with no homework. We always want him to bring homework home, but he has not brought homework home. And he's actually doing a lot better. He's not standoffish. He don't go in his room and sit in his room or anything like that. He actually sits with us and talks to us all the time. It's pretty cool to listen to him to be able to do this. So, but that's my story, and that's about what I do. So that's all I got.
Awesome. Kevin, thank you so much for sharing that. That is why all of us love to share Plexus, because of what we get to hear, these incredible stories that all of you guys have shared. So thank you, Kevin, for sharing that. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
And thank you guys for all those testimonies, because it is so fun to listen to different testimonies and to hear these from real people. Have their kids in the background. They got to run in the house. They got to make sure their kids didn't tear open their house. You know, this is what we do, you guys. This is what is so amazing, is we can do this with our kids, with our busy lives. It's what I love about this. So those testimonies right there just proved that we are helping people. We are helping people change lives. And if because of all of you guys didn't share with these people that got to just talk on this call tonight, I mean, imagine that. You guys wouldn't have helped them feel better. And I just love listening to all those. So thank you guys so much for sharing that. Dusty, Whitney, and I wanted to share just a little bit, kind of some things that we were thankful for, kind of some things that we talked about and thought about that, you know, we really wouldn't have probably been doing if it wasn't for Plexus. So I'm going to talk a little bit about mine first. And there's so many things. So I really had to shorten it down because my list went on, and it just was really awesome thinking about this and writing things down today. But a huge thank you to Dusty too, because she is amazing, as all of us know, and she's an incredible leader. And so I'm very, very thankful every day for her. So, and for all her hard work she puts into all of us. So thank you, Dust. But also for all of my team and my sideline, for all of you guys, for everybody. I know I would not be at the place I'm at if it was not for my team and the amazing people that have come into my life through Plexus. That is what has been a huge thankful thing for me, is the relationships that I have built with you guys. Some of you, you know, I haven't seen for years, and then you've joined Plexus and we've got to reignite those friendships and relationships, and it has been absolutely incredible. It's just amazing how things work and how things just happen. And it is the coolest thing to think about, you know, when you're having a bad day, whatever's going on elsewhere, I can always look back to all of you guys and my Plexus family, and it just puts this huge smile on my face. And that is so cool. Like, my heart just becomes warm because it's Plexus. It's such a positive thing. Always reflect back to Plexus, and everything is so positive. And that is the biggest thing that I am really, really thankful, is just all of you guys. And like I said, it's across the board with sidelines, everybody, just the relationships you can build that are like-minded people too. A lot of people that want to help others. I know that is all of you guys are doing this to help others, and that has been proven today with the testimonies. But also, of course, my family, my husband and my boys have been a huge thing. So I have to do a shout out to them.
case Scott hears me out there, or so. But also my time freedom, you guys, has been a huge thing for me. To be able to be that stay-at-home mom for my 2 boys. That was my dream, my goal. I was quickly getting away from that, and thankfully Dusty reached to me and, told me about this plexus, and I ran with it. And I'm so thankful every day, because I really still have to pinch myself thinking, I get to be home every day. I get to be my own boss. I get to help you guys as much as I can. I mean, that is crazy. You cannot call that work when I get to talk to my friends daily and help you guys. And it's really something I have to wake up and say, is this really my life? Because this is just awesome. And I do say amazing and awesome a lot. So you guys will figure that out if you haven't yet. But that just goes along with plexus. But it's just amazing to be that stay-at-home mom and have that time freedom, work this around my family, of course, because they come for things that we get to do, and we're building into our dreams. We've got some really exciting things happening this spring that has been dreams of Scott and I since we were, both of us, very little. And to finally see those dreams, coming true is it's, I don't even know how to put it into words, but it really just makes you very humbled and very thankful. So a couple things, this is like crazy out of my comfort zone too. Some things I never thought I would have done, before plexus, is I get to get on like airplanes now and fly by myself. I don't like flying. That is so out of my comfort zone. I don't like airports. I don't like airplanes, but it has been something that I have really enjoyed, you guys, now. And I get to go travel and see you guys and visit other plexus people and hear stories and help people. And it motivates me like crazy. And I can do that all by myself now. And I love it. It's just something that sounds crazy maybe to some of you, but it's a big thing to me. So it is something that's really cool, and I never would have done before plexus. But just getting to go and do that. Also, just taking my family to Hawaii. That was really mind-blowing to be able to do that and take my boys and my husband and just enjoy a week in Hawaii with them, paid for. That's something we probably never would have done. And I have always thought about it, but thought, yeah, that will probably never be in our budget. And now, after 3.5 years of being consistent, working hard, being driven, passionate, just going for it, I was able to do that and take them. And that is something I will always truly be so thankful for, and is a huge blessing to our family. We still talk about that daily, that trip. But also, of course, that, crazy Lexus, that was something, a lot of you guys kind of know my story, but we've always drove trucks, never drove cars. We have horses and cattle, and it just doesn't fit into our lifestyle. So the Lexus was not a huge thing for me when I turned to Emerald. But I started thinking really hard about it, and we started figuring out that's going to help us a whole lot to get that Lexus. So we did. Well, it was pretty incredible. Now I am in love with that Lexus, and I don't even like to get in the truck. It's so crazy. But that Lexus is like my pride and joy. So I'm like, it is like something I'm going to drive every day, and I'm so thankful for, and it's our family out to be able to have that and not have, 2 payments. So there's so many things, you guys, so many things I'm thankful for. But like I said, a lot of it is to all of you guys on here and just the amazing people that Plexus attracts. We are super, super blessed in this journey. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Whitney. If Whitney's ready, she's going to share with you guys a little bit about her thankfulness and gratitude and everything too. So Whitney, whenever you're ready.
All right. Hey, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
I can hear you.
I wrote notes, but I'm really terrible at going back to my notes and making sense of what I wrote. So I just kind of always wing it. So number one, I'm thankful for Facebook. I tell everybody to post on Facebook. And why I say that is because that's how I found Plexus. I wasn't searching for a job opportunity. I wasn't really searching for weight loss. Not on Facebook. I was looking on Pinterest for all sorts of things, but I found Plexus on Facebook from a girl that really didn't even post Plexus. She just posted a weight loss picture. She doesn't do the business. She sent me to her mom to sign up. Her mom doesn't work the business, But I'm so thankful for that mom and daughter duo for taking one step further. Instead of just saying thanks whenever I complimented their weight loss, they were like, well, couldn't do it without Plexus, you know. So I got started with Plexus, and I'm thankful for them because they sent me right to Dusty and just said, Dusty will take care of it. We don't work the business, but she's our sponsor. Here she is. So I didn't know Dusty when I started. And I still remember sitting at my kitchen table in New Mexico talking to Dusty and thinking, maybe I could make this into a business. I had gone from being a sales rep, working in Lubbock, Texas, wearing high heels, driving 2,000 miles a week, kissing doctors' butts, trying to get their business, like wasting my life for money, to marrying the man of my dreams, going to the middle of nowhere and becoming a housewife that didn't make any money. So I had make money and not like my life, or not make any money and love my life, but be broke. So Plexus has enabled me to live the life I love, stay home, get to live in the middle of nowhere on ranches, be married to a cowboy, and make money. But I don't have to wear high heels. I don't have to travel if I don't want to. I post on Facebook. So I'm thankful for Facebook, and I'm thankful for Dusty because she gave me that vision that this is something you can do. I am thankful for the health issues that Plexus has helped me with. I wanted to just lose weight. That's it. That's all I needed. And turns out that's not all I needed. And Plexus really opened my eyes to that. I had a bunch of health issues starting, and I think I've met them head on, and I'm preventing a lot of bad things from happening as I get older. So I just can't say how thankful enough that I am for that. I took Plexus while I was pregnant. I had the best pregnancy. I've had a great recovery. I'm a healthy, happy mama for my baby, and she's a healthy, happy baby. So can't ask for much more than that. But Plexus continues to give even more than that. Like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I get to stay home with my little baby, and you can't put a price on that. And it gets me every time I say it. You know, I have teammates that reach out to me and ask me, how do you keep going? You know, how do you not lose motivation? And I do lose motivation because this isn't the easiest thing you've ever done, but it's dang sure not the hardest. But I just tell them I look down at that baby, and that's my drive. That is the reason that I'm doing this, is so I can stay home with her and my future babies. So sorry for crying. But it has put less financial stress on our family, and so many people go to bed at night worrying about their bills, and Plexus helps us to not worry about our bills as much. So I'm so thankful for that. I also wanted to kind of touch on the Lexus because, like Jeannie, like I've always driven trucks. I didn't care to have a fancy car. Like, I'm not a very fancy person. I mean, I'm wearing a trucker hat for a phone call tonight because I didn't want to wash my hair. Like, that's how not fancy I am. But I drove a 99 Cadillac before this because we found it on the internet, again, on Facebook for really cheap. I didn't want the stress of a car payment, so I drove a Cadillac, y'all. Like, I mean, it was worth it to not have that stress. And in March of 2016, I got to trade in my Cadillac for another car without a car payment. And that is pretty cool. It's a luxury car that I would have never picked for myself, but I love it. It's a pretty cool first mom car. And then in April of 2016, I got to retire at the age of 28. I just turned 28 and I got to retire. So I'm so thankful for that day that I got on Facebook, and God just pointed me right towards Plexus, and he just gave me that nudge saying, you can do it. So I'm thankful for Dusty and all the help that she's been, my team below me for their huge testimonies that have kept me going. And, you know, when they call and say that they're getting out of bed for me or they're paying their bills as a single mama, I mean, you know, that it's pretty amazing what a good team I have underneath me. I'm thankful for my sidelines like Jeannie. There's so many good people in Plexus, y'all. I've got friends that I would have never had otherwise, a huge support system, a huge positive place to go. Whenever I'm feeling down, I go to my Plexus people. Like, I'm the type of girl that didn't have any girlfriends growing up, and now I've got more girlfriends than I can count, and it's really odd, but I love it. So I'm thankful for the huge support system I have too now. So I think that about wraps it up, if that's good with you, Dusty.
I'd say that was pretty good. I mean, some true blessings that you and Jeannie and Amanda and Kyle and Mariah and Kim and Kevin all shared with us tonight. I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what, plexus has turned me into a blubbering idiot, all right? I have always been what I thought of as the strong, quiet, silent type. I didn't need very many people, nor did I think I wanted very many people in my life. And I'll tell you what, plexus has given me something I never thought I wanted. It has given me friends, more than just Jeannie. Most of you know that Jeannie was pretty much one of my only friends. Lots of people, don't get me wrong. But as far as people that truly knew me, she was one of the very few that I ever let inside to know the true me. Because, I was very shy and very, reserved. And I really just thought the people that I had known in the past, a lot of them had done things to me that I didn't think was great. And I thought a lot of people were just not good. And plexus has blessed me and given me hope that there is so many good people out there. You guys, I don't think you understand what plexus has given me. I am thankful for it teaching me that there is good people out there. I am thankful for every one of you because you are all part of those good people that have been brought in my life. I would not be where I am today without each and every one of you. So I am blessed by the most amazing team ever, the most amazing friends ever. And you know what? Really, I should correct myself. Not team. We are a family. I always refer to you guys as my plexus family. So I'm overly abundantly grateful and thankful for every one of you. And I am thankful for plexus giving me hope. So many of you know my story of all my health issues. Plexus gave me hope to conquer those skin issues that I had had for over 12 years, guys. Over a decade, over 12 years, I battled with skin issues. I battled with diverticulitis. I battled with pre-diabetic issues. Weight has always been a problem for me since the minute I got out of high school. Most people gain the college 10. I gained the college 75, and that is no lie. No lie. Plexus has given me many hope health-wise. And it gave me hope financially. I had a job that I hated, a job that somebody had their thumb on me and they were controlling me and wanting me to do things that were illegal, and I refused to do it. And plexus gave me that way out of that job that consumed me. And I never had time with my husband, and I missed so much of my children's lives. My boys were, I believe, 8 and 12 when I started plexus, and I had missed so much of their childhood. It wasn't even funny. My husband had a job where he could take time off work to not miss those school functions or different rodeos and different things like that. I didn't have that kind of a job. So plexus has given me freedom to kick that job that I hated, that I had for 11 years, to the curb. It gave me financial freedom to retire my husband. And now we both have time with our children, and we both have time with each other. For years, Derek and I hadn't had time with each other. There's no replacing that. There is no replacing the time that it has given me to spend with my children. The last 4 years have been the best years of our life as far as time freedom and happiness. We just discussed the other day how happy we truly are, and so thankful. Plexus gave me back, guys, and I am so honored and blessed to tell that to you. It gave me back. I had lost myself for so many years, it wasn't even funny. I didn't even know who I was anymore. So it gave me a purpose. It gave me a purpose to be that wife and that mother that my husband and kids wanted me to be. It gave me purpose to be the person that I wanted to be. It gave me purpose to be a better friend that I had wanted to be for so long, but I had fallen into such a deep depression and was so ashamed to share that with anybody that I didn't even know how to share that with somebody, because it was a weakness for me, I thought, to tell somebody that I had those issues. As a mother, don't we put our issues to the side and put everybody else first, right? Well, plexus has given me myself back, my family back, my friends back. It's given me hope in many areas. Yes, it sent me to Hawaii the last, how many have I been? 3 times. And the best time was this past year, being able to take team members from this organization with me, be able to show my kids the ocean for the first time in Maui. Hello, seriously, I could have never done that without Plexus. So guys, Plexus has been a truly big, huge blessing in my life. And I hope each and every one of you that have been on this call understands, from the minute you heard the first testimony to the last one of us talk, what a true blessing this company is, what a true blessing these products are, and what a true blessing this entire team is. I hope you take what you heard tonight and carry it with you so that you're able to share it with other people. Because what if we do another call like this and somebody gets on there and says, hey, thank you, Petra, for sharing this with me because you changed my life. Hey, Caitlin, thank you for sharing this with me because you changed my life. Hey, Marcin, thank you for sharing this with me because you changed my life. You wouldn't hear any of these testimonies tonight if somebody didn't speak up. So I need to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Tammy Elmore, who introduced me to Plexus. She changed my life. And every one of you on this team has changed my life and enriched my life in so many ways you will never understand. So I just want to thank you guys for all being on this call tonight, taking the time out of your night to listen to just exactly what we have in our hands, and not be afraid to share what we have with anybody you come in contact to. Don't let fear hold you back, because that's the other thing Plexus gave me, a way to face more fears than I can ever count. There was times where I shared with people and I would get in the car and cry because I'd think, I can't believe I just did that. The first time I did a meeting in front of more than one person, I cried because I couldn't believe I talked to more people. I did a meeting in Mesa, Arizona, 100 people walk in the room, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to talk to all these people. I did it, went back to my room, and I cried. And it was always a good cry because it was facing those fears that were incredible. You can't replace the person you become as you start to face these fears and start to help so many people in your path. So, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this amazing Plexus family. Bless you, Whitney. I just seen you sneeze. So, just embarrassed her. She's turning as red as her hat. Anyways, so guys, thank you so much for everything you ever do for me, because you do as much for me as I have ever done for you guys. Just know that you're a huge blessing to me, and you're a huge blessing to each other. Let me just say this. In the team page, we talked about having some prizes that we're going to give away, and we are going to do that. I have taken a screenshot of all the participants on the call tonight, and I'm going to stick them in a randomizer, and we will announce on the team page who was the lucky winners of the drawing, guys. So I know that's not why you got on the call tonight, but it's just a small perk of the way we want to be able to bless you and thank you, because we just like giving things away. We love to bless our Plexus family. We need you to know that whether you win or not, we are blessed and enriched by you every day. So be watching the team page for that. And guys, Jeannie or Whitney, is there anybody else that would like to unmute and just say something really quick before we end the call? Whitney says no. I can't see you, Jeannie, so I don't know.
I said thank you. It was awesome. Perfect. Loved it.
I mean, truly a great call. Truly a blessing, every one of you that shared. I know for the 6 or 7 or 8 of us or whatever that got to share tonight, there's another 40 of you on here that had something that you would have loved to share. So I want to take a survey. We're going to post a survey in the team pages and see if you wouldn't like to do something similar to this. It doesn't always have to be the same way. To once a month, a building belief call, and see how you guys feel about that. And if we have a good response to it, we will do it, and we will open it to outside members of the team. We just really wanted this to be a team call tonight to help bond you guys together, help you see what we have in place, and be able to be just open and vulnerable with each other tonight. So be watching for those on the team pages too. So guys, thank you. I'm just going to thank you for, on behalf of myself and Jeannie and Whitney, as the jewels on this team. We just want to thank every one of you for working so hard, sharing, and being a part of this tonight. So we love y'all.
Yep, love you guys. Thank you.